Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. If you jump on here live here on this middle of the day, Monday, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so, and please also feel free to share this video on all social media platforms. Coming up this week, I'd like to preview another team as we continue counting down the days to the beginning of the 2025 college football season. I'd also like to talk about Night of Champions, which is coming up this Saturday in the world of WWE. Hopefully do another top 10 countdown coming up on Wednesday, but today I want to talk about a couple of different things. One is this Saturday I'll be back at 244 Livestock Road, Easton Ollie, Georgia. It's an SWA benefit show raising money for a new church in the area called Remnant Church, trying to raise some money to help that church do some events and grow, since they are an up-and-coming church, and SWA always brings in good crowds. Now, since it's a benefit show and a lot of our guys wrestle other places, we won't have all of our normal wrestlers, but we're going to have the majority of them. Seth Stevens will be there, Brent Hudson will be there, Eric Riker will be there, Eric Thunder will be there, Jimmy Lee will be with us, Jack Salem will be with us, our Chicken, who always wrestles on our benefit shows, Big Daddy C, he'll be there, Billy Starr will be there, Cat Daddy will be there, One Man Army will be there, Shaggy Stone will be there, Mayhem McQueen will be there, and we're going to have Seth DeLay, who has been a main eventer on the Georgia independent wrestling scene for probably at least 20 years. He's going to come out and help support our benefit show, so come out and be with us Saturday night, 244 Livestock Road, Easton Ollie, Georgia, for our SWA benefit show. Just like normal shows, doors open at 6 o'clock and bell time will be 7 o'clock. And also, I want to send a shout out to Wrestling for Christ for allowing me the opportunity again to come out this past Saturday and referee for them. I think it was Austin asked me last week about Wednesday or Thursday if I had a show, and I said no because I didn't. And then last minute I decided, hey, you know what? I ain't got a show. I want to have one. So I'm going to go to Kings Mountain, North Carolina, and referee for WFC, which is Wrestling for Christ. I always enjoy reffing for them when I have an open Saturday, which is not very often, but I do get a few of them. So I had a good time Saturday night at the Kings Mountain National Guard Armory for Wrestling for Christ. We started at 7:15 this past Saturday night. I'll be working for them again coming up on July 12th, and I'll have more information on that as we get closer to that. But this Saturday, 244 Livestock Road, Easton Ollie, Georgia. Then I want to talk about the Great American Getaway 400 from Pocono, which took place yesterday. Chase Briscoe came home with the win. It's his first win in that 19 car for Joe Gibbs Racing. It's his third career win. Denny Hamlin, second. Ryan Blaney, third. Chris Buescher, fourth. Chase Elliott, fifth. John Hunter Nemechek, sixth. Kyle Larson, seventh. Ryan Priest, eighth. Brad Keselowski, ninth. And Austin Cindric rounded out the top 10, with Chase Briscoe getting that win. Yesterday, we now have 11 drivers who have won a race. This year, William Byron, who leads the regular season point standings, which means not a hill of beans, except for it gives you a few more points. Come playoff time, outside of that, it does nothing. But William Byron's pretty much all but wrapped up the regular season championship. Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Chase Briscoe, Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, Josh Berry, and Shane Van Gisbergen are your 11 drivers who have won this year. And all you have to do is win a race and be inside the top 30 in the points to make the playoffs. And right now, Shane Van Gisbergen is sitting 31st in the points. So even though he's won a race, as of right now, he will not be in the playoffs. His only top 5 this year, his only top 10 this year was the race that he won. He's done nothing outside of that race. We're 17 races into the season. Of course, they run 36, so we're one race shy of being halfway through. But yesterday was the final race on Amazon Prime. This weekend, they move over to TNT for TNT's 5 races, and then the last 14 will be on the NBC family of networks. This week, we're going to have the Quaker State 400 presented by Walmart. That'll be Saturday night at 7 o'clock from Echo Park Speedway, which used to be Atlanta Motor Speedway. They just changed the name like 3 weeks ago. It's no longer Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's still in Atlanta, but it's now called the Echo Park Speedway. And that'll be, again, Saturday night, the first of 5 races on TNT. So we pretty much just about have the playoff field set. Not quite, but you have 16 guys that make the playoffs. You have 11 drivers that have won. If Shane Van Gisbergen can jump one more spot into the top 30, then all 11 drivers who have won will be in the playoffs. There's 9 more races until the playoffs start. There's probably going to be at least 2, if not 3, other guys to win that have not won a race this year. So by the time the playoff gets here, it may just be the 16 drivers who have won a race. Usually there's 13 or 14 that win, and then there's 2 or 3 that make it in on points. But this year, outside of Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson, outside of those 3, it's just about every week we're seeing a new winner. So there's a pretty good chance the next 9 races that you're going to see at least 2, if not 3, more drivers win that have not won a race this year. And this may be, at least I believe, the first year that all 16 drivers in the playoffs will be just winners. There'll be no open spots for making in on points. You won a race, you're in. That's the road we're going down right now. Hey there, Kevron. Glad to have you here on this Monday, and I want to wrap it up by talking about the Lakers. It was announced last week they're being sold, and the 2 biggest franchises in the NBA are the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers, and now in about a year and a half time, both teams have been sold. Now, I saw this last, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it was first announced that they were being sold. So I could be wrong, but I believe I saw that when the Lakers were bought, it was 1979, I believe, for $69 million, and now they're being sold for $10 billion. So I would say the family's going to make a pretty good profit off of that to buy the team for $69 million and then sell the team for $10 billion. And it's got to be nice for the guy that's buying the team to know that, you know, the Lakers announced they're going to be sold for $10 billion, And within 30 minutes, the guy comes out and says, yeah, I'll buy them. You know you got it made when you can just easily say, yeah, I'll buy them, 10 billion. I got that without any kind of hesitation. Any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. My wife told me to please stop eating so much salt. I asked why. She said too much sodium can lead to high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. And I said, so you're saying that too much sodium is assault with a deadly weapon? And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.